Hello again, everybody. This video is sponsored by contribution from Anonymous, and here's her story. Hi, Ollie. Thanks for your videos. I find them and it gave me a lexical terms to describe the abuse that I'm going through. When I was inside my mother's womb, my ultra-narc father wanted me aborted. Growing up, my parents were always working. My grandfather used to always look at me, but I had no emotional look after me, but I had no emotional attachment to him. Growing up, I never used to talk till I was 7. I used to always go to speech therapy when I was little. Being the youngest boy was very hard as well. Oh, I'm sorry, this is a male, not a female. My brother used to be loved and cared for, getting all the attention and getting anything he wanted. I used to get beaten up from my brother for no absolute reason. I had no friends, nor was my brother friendly, although he acted friendly in front of others. I have one memory when I went to my spiteful and abusive auntie. She would say to me, "Don't fix your hair nicely, only your brother can." He was always the favorite. Going forward to my teen years, the abuse used to get worse. The abuse used to get worse. The narcissistic brother would pick fights with me and gaslight me. My mom would even laugh and not stick up for me. I used to blame myself for this kind of behavior. Once I would run away for hours away from the home till I feel cool again. When I once returned, my brother was crying and saying, "I just planned your funeral. I thought you disappeared and died." Then his girlfriend would say, "That it is not nice, apologize." What the fuck for that? Going forward, when I was 17, I told my brother if I didn't get into university, I was going to be killed and bring shame unto the family. So when I was in the last year of high school, I was admitted to a psychiatric facility for under 18s. My brother was smiling and happy when he visited me. He didn't even apologize or show empathy for me. After I got out, I always got into more trouble. I even was going to get kicked out from my I was even going to get kicked out from my brother just because I listened to punk and metal music, and he was just an ecstasy user who goes to clubs with techno music. He never wanted me to be a developed individual. He wants me to be a codependent. I never got a choice where I would choose any career path. I can even do a trade without anything without I can even do a trade without or anything without his damn validation. He was the boss. Going forward, when I was in my 20s, he used to have a girlfriend. He cheated on her. At the same time, he would abort his girlfriend's baby. This happened twice with another woman. Another thing happened. My sister and I wrote a reference letter to the court on his behalf, stating he was a good boy. Yeah, right. The narcissist tells me it was for his drinking and driving, which was, in fact, irrelevant. I snooped on his files once. It was for rape. Got it. He would not tell us he got off the hook. He should be in jail. He had the money to pay the lawyers or some shit. I always got blamed in my life, getting called psychotic when my therapist says I'm not. Now my brother faked a work injury compensation. Been off work for 2 years or longer. When he was not living with me and mom, I used to breathe easy. When he said he was sick and didn't have money, I showed empathy and mom wanted him in. He would control me to work whenever he wants me to work. He gaslights me every day. He had a spy and ring me up whenever I was out. He had sent flying monkeys to see whether I smoked weed or not, so he can turn anyone against me. He would go to my narc family members and convince that I changed my shift to mornings. Why? So he can get more narcissistic feed. Ollie, advise what to do. I will be moving out, but I must do it covertly. Any opinion and advice? This narc brother has made me sick, ruined my life, and regressed any developments in my life. Sorry this was long. I will contribute again. Your brother physically did it, but you have to understand. Your brother is physically doing it to you, but he's not your abuser. Your abuser's who's enabling him. Your mother, your auntie. They're enjoying watching you be put in this role. And he has been playing the role for them since you were kids. And that's where he gets his supply from. He gets his supply by pleasing mommy, by abusing you. What you need to do is what you're doing. You need to move out, and when you do it, you need to do it quick and quiet and not let anybody know where you are or where you've gone. Because he still thinks you guys are kids, and he's stuck in that dynamic of constantly torturing you. When really, I would suspect he's an emasculated little son husband of your mother, who's the one who's really, really getting the thrill out of all of this. Out of all of this. You know, if you're a teenager and you're watching my channel, and because of narcissism, never, ever, ever, ever tell your narcissistic abusers that you're suicidal. Never. That you may be thinking of it. Never. You go to a counselor who's going to keep it confidential, because they will use it against you and throw you away. Even if you're not suicidal. How many fucking teenagers say, if I don't get this, I don't get that, I'm going to kill myself? Most parents just friggin' whatever. It's not narcissists. Oh, you're going to kill yourself? Okay, let me call someone. And then when they call somebody, you think, oh, well, maybe I'll be able to tell them, get them to empathize with me, that these people are the ones who made me suicidal, and they'll do something about them. No, they don't. They're just going to hear, yeah, I'm suicidal, and give zero fucks. And put you as a little check mark, substantiates their job, and you're gone. You need to just keep moving on with your life. You need to get out, because if you're in your 20s now, get out of your mother's house anyway. Let mommy and her little son husband substantiate each other in their own misery. Because you sure as shit don't need this. Get out covertly. When he's not there, you're going to have to figure out a time he's not there and she's not there, and get what you need, get moved in, and not tell anybody, not a soul. Don't tell a soul. Anybody who's friends with him can't be trusted. Anybody you're friends with, they better understand you don't tell anybody this is going down. And you get out. You have to understand what your brother is. Your brother's just a loser. He's a loser. Rape? And if anybody is questioning, well, how did he get off for rape that easy? This is in Australia. And this isn't the first person. I've had several people I can think of with stories of narcissism and sexual abuse in the Australian courts or the Australian family courts. It absolutely can happen there, and does. And does. If he ever said, like, who are you to talk to me? You should be in jail for rape. Period. End of story. End of story. Get out quickly, get out quietly, and don't tell him anything about your life, and don't look back. And you will see your life start to change without him breathing down your neck and her breathing down your neck and the rest of your family breathing down your neck, because you were nothing more than just a target for them, and they enjoyed torturing you. Time to stop. At some point, you got to stop the torture. But you need to realize about your brother. Your brother is just the tool. He's the bomb. He's the bullet. He's not who's firing it at you. He's not who's pulling the trigger. Your mother is. Your family is. And they all need to be cut out of your life. Otherwise, this will never change. So thank you again for your contribution. Thank you for your story. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who's watching. Please leave any advice or opinions in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover or a narcissist you'd like to expose, you know what to do with the PayPal and my email links in the description box. I'll have the video right back to you. This is Ollie Matthews. Thanks for watching. See you all again soon.